Today, I won a BJJ tournament. I had two matches. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Right now, I literally have a migraine and I'm still recording this video. There is no such thing as an excuse. I want you to remember this rule. All excuses that are like emotion based or like mental aren't real. They're not valid. If an excuse is like physical, right? Like let's say you broke your leg. I can't play soccer because I broke my leg. Okay, that's a valid excuse, right? But every single excuse that is psychological, oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, but like I've got this, and like, oh, but I'm in pain right now, and like, oh, doing this thing is going to be hard. Those are not valid excuses, and I know you know that. You know that. The thing is, when I first started self improvement years back, the one thing that allowed me to get as far as I am today was the fact that I just stopped lying to myself. That's the number one. That's the number one lesson I learned. And I still see so many people in self-improvement who haven't learned this lesson, right? There's this big trend of like people taking like TRT, because like, oh, it's so hard to increase your testosterone naturally these days or whatever. So people, they'll take like TRT, and most of them, like, they'll always say the same thing every single time. Like, oh, I tried everything. I tried everything. But the thing is, no, you haven't. These people haven't. They just admitted defeat. They just decided like, oh, I don't want to do the last part of the work. I'm going to eat the clean diet. I'm going to like eat the eggs and the steak or whatever. But then I'm not going to put in the work. I'm not going to find competition and compete. I'm not going to talk to girls to boost my testosterone naturally, right? So they just come up with this stupid excuse, something that's not actually true, not actually physical, that like, oh, but the modern world is so cooked with like endocrine disruptors and whatnot. So I'm just going to give up. I see so many people like that where they're like peak natural physique is, sorry, I was just like mucking around with this adapter on my thing, if you're wondering why that clicking noise was happening. But the thing is, like, so many of these guys, right, their peak natural physique is like skinny fat, right? Like they're not even present. Like I'm 15 years old and I've got a bloody better physique than they do. Like it's pretty embarrassing. And then they'll say some shit like, oh, I've tried everything. I've tried everything. It's just an excuse, bro. Like, if we are being honest with ourselves, you have some bullshit excuse like that. Like, I know it's easy to make fun of these people. Oh, they're taking TRT, like, what losers? Like, it's easy to make fun of them. But the thing is, are you really different from them? The things you make excuses for, they're pretty similar, aren't they? Like, just think, what are some areas of your life where you're making an excuse that isn't physical, right? Like, for example, I've got a migraine right now. I'm not feeling pain, but like basically how my migraines work, this is a quick side tangent, but they're like visual migraines, right? So I'll see like a little weird glitchy crescent shape in the corner of my eye, and it'll expand and expand and expand until it's out of my like peripheral vision. That's when I start feeling pain, right? But right now I'm not feeling any pain, so I can record this video. Like I'm feeling basically no pain. I like took like two like Tylenol pills or whatever. So there is no excuse for me to not record this video. The only excuses I have, the only reasons I would have to not record this video are, number one, I'm tired because I had a jiu-jitsu tournament, so an emotion. And then number two, oh, I'm gonna oh, I've got a migraine, like, right. So those are both two emotional reasons. If I actually started feeling like physical pain for a migraine, and then like I couldn't focus on the video, and I just like kept on recording like shit things because I couldn't focus because of the pain, that would be a real excuse. You have to like use your mind, because like it's kind of challenging to differentiate. But the rule you need to have, which I've already said in this video, is not the rule I was talking about before, but just don't lie to yourself. Never ever lie to yourself. Never. I swore off lying to myself every single time. I knew I was like every single time I like relapsed on my like no fap streak or whatever when I first started self improvement, or on my like not watching like social media streak or whatever you want to call it. Every single time I did not make an excuse for it. I admitted the full shame for it. Even in the moment, I admitted the full shame for it. And that's why I am where I am today. Because I didn't lie to myself. I didn't cope and say like, oh, the 80-20 rule, or like, oh, it's fine, and like everything in moderation. I never lied to myself. So every single time I did do some like bullshit thing, which you probably will at some point. Nobody's perfect. But every single time I did do something that I knew wasn't right, I would let myself feel the full guilt for it. That's the number one lesson I want you to take away. Not just like this David Goggins, like, oh, push through the pain, do the whole thing. Of course, right? That's given. Everybody knows that. But what I want to teach you is just to stop lying to yourself, because that's what's going to get you to finally quit all these bad habits. That's what's going to get you to stop making excuses. It's not the fact that you're not disciplined enough, or maybe it is, but there's no lesson that can teach you that. That's just going to come with time, right? Of like discipline. The only way to improve your discipline is not by learning about it, but is by actually like going through hard things and disciplining yourself. But one thing I can teach you is to is to feel the full shame of your failure. Feel the full shame of your failure. That's what I want you to remember. Because if you do that, you know next time you're gonna want to like relapse, or next time you're gonna want to cut corners and cheat, or like whatever it is, whether it's like taking TRT, or doing some bullshit uh like skipping a workout, whatever it is, right? Next time you feel like next time you do those things, which at some point you might, right? Hopefully you get to the point where you're like me and you don't really do that stuff anymore. But even I'm not perfect, right? Once you get to that point, well, before you get to that point, eventually you're gonna have a time where like you do something wrong. And when you do, in the moment, not just after, but in the moment, remind yourself, I'm being a bitch. Like you're being a bitch. Like I want you to say that phrase in your mind. Like just say like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. I'm tired, you know, like that's the thought that's going through your mind. I want you to tell yourself, yeah, okay, fine. But you're a bitch. You're gonna be 100 times more likely to do the hard work once you hear that. Once you know that, like, yeah, I'm a bitch if I do this. Like, I'm not gonna like just fuck the excuses. The real facts are you don't feel like going to the gym and you're skipping. When you admit to yourself that you're being a bitch, you're gonna feel like this anger inside at yourself, like fuck, I'm a retard, I shouldn't have done that, like fuck, I'm like being a bitch, I'm being a pussy. So either you are going to not be a bitch and you're actually going to do the thing that you said you would do, or you're gonna feel like you're gonna have this like anger against yourself for it. So next time you have this temptation to cheat on your diet or to skip the gym or to do any of that, you you have this anger that's going to push you to like, just fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. I hope this video helped you guys out. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to work personally with me for completely free, and get one-to-one coaching completely free, I won't charge you $1 for it. First link in the description, check that community out. See you guys in the next one. Bye.